Boom, we're back in. Welcome back to the Sausage Boys podcast. This is your host here, the South Coast poster child, aka the mannequin from Newtown. I go by the name of Jackson Grant. Woo!
Good evening, everyone.
And that voice is a voice you know and love. That's the Terry Crews of Sydney, aka the Steamroller. Corimbialo,
Yes.
pulling up to a station near you.
And there are going to be no delays.
Hell yeah.
We're back.
I had this take about Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
So I love Kendrick. Historically, a massive Kendrick head.
Yes.
That's no surprise to the fans of the show.
How about a snack called Kendrick Heads?
That's pretty good.
Hey, dude. Oh, dude, quit hogging. Give us some of the Kendrick Heads. Oi, stop hogging.
I feel like instead, like, you know how like with some kids, like you get like a box and there's like a little toy in it or something, like when you get lollies.
Yes.
It'd be just like a fortune cookie with like a kind of bleak fact about the world on it.
You just Bible scriptures from like a Bible that no one's ever heard of.
It'd be like the sharks are dying, but what do I know?
But your Kendrick fact, what's the
Oh yeah, so my whole Kendrick thing is like, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, God damn, I've always loved Drake as well, but I'm really like listening to him and I'm like, this is so simple.
Yeah.
The concepts and everything, and it hits so hard because it's simple. And the idea is Drake's music would be for kids. Kendrick's music is for like scholars or something. For adults,
Right.
very intellectual people.
Yeah.
No one in the world that is an adult that is taking care of their life has time to sit down and break down pop music. No one
Interesting.
is doing that. Anyone that's going to do that is going to read a book or something, or read like a scholarly article. They're not going to listen to this guy going, "We gonna be all right." Do you know what I mean? So my argument is that Kendrick is actually for kids because they're the only people that have time to break down his stuff. Drake is for adults because it's quick, it's to the point. I'm on my way to work. I don't want to be confronted with the fact that there's systemic oppression still going on in the US.
Yeah.
I just want to listen to Drake talk about, this is not a love song.
I like.
A stripper on a mink rug song. It literally is for adults. Adults don't have time to listen to Kendrick Lamar, and they shouldn't.
I like this take. I really like this take. I don't know. I feel like the idea that if you are an intellectual, you don't really want to listen to stuff that seems mundane to a certain extent, like professors or philosophers or stuff like that. People who are intellectuals with too much time probably could appreciate Kendrick Lamar.
People that are intellectuals, if they're trying to...
People with good jobs. It's usually... Kendrick fans are all probably like 35-year-old white dudes who have good jobs. They have great like white-collar jobs. They work in the CBD. They're suits. As they're on their way to work, like probably in an Uber on the way to work or catching like the train to their probably like six-figure job, they're listening to a little bit of We Gonna Be All Right. And they're like, you know what? You are right. There is like a systemic like oppression going on in the black community in America.
They're going to listen to it when it's... You've got enough problems as an adult.
They don't have problems.
You know who doesn't have problems?
Yeah.
Children.
Also people
They need to find problems. They need to find a cause. Adults are like, you know, I don't want to listen to Kendrick talk about his auntie because I've got my own auntie.
Right.
I'm trying to deal with him,
Yeah.
my auntie. You know, I don't need to be listening to Kendrick's auntie. I need to be listening to, you know, I need a one dance.
Yeah. I can imagine this loser suit dude who's like, yeah, this is a real problem. Like, hey, do you listen to Kendrick Lamar? And they like want to break down how intricate like the details they are to like their work crush.
This is...
You're like, Becky, did you listen to Pimp a Butterfly yet? I told
That's
you.
what I'm saying. They're emotionally stunted people. They have to live in a world where they need to build a personality around art. Adults don't need to do that. They're too busy to have a personality. So then to enjoy stuff, they need to go to this shallow thing. This just makes sense. I don't need to take any time to like go into this. I think this goes across the board as well. There are no intellectuals sitting down watching, like no one's going to watch this crazy. No one is writing a thesis on, what is it, Taxi Driver. The only people that are doing that are uni students,
Yeah.
kids that are trying to be edgy or something like that.
Yes.
Adults don't have time for this nonsense. It's absolute garbage. It literally is. It's clutter.
I really like the take. I really, really like the take.
Yeah, it's life is. We want to listen to. Adults want to listen to Johnny Cash. Want to go? Yeah, I fell into a burning ring of fire. Because it's subliminal. You know what I mean? It's like
Johnny Cash is very heady.
Is he?
Yeah, very heady.
I don't know. I don't think he is at all. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Shouldn't have got married. And then adults can listen to it and go, I like the melody of this, and subconsciously it's doing something for them.
I don't know. You could break down John Kesey lyrics. I think John Kesey gets nasty with his pen game. John Kesey is known as like a poet.
I don't know about that. Is he?
Yeah.
Sure you're not thinking of Ice Spice? No one has time for listening to all of that.
I like the idea. Yeah, no one has time. If you're a productive member of society, you shouldn't be able to indulge in heady stuff. You need to be listening to like mundane, like watching TV, like something that's very, very mundane, like a weird, like mindless sitcom, like Rizzoli and Isles.
Yeah.
That's probably as far as you go.
Yeah, you finish work, you go home, and you watch Friends for half an hour.
Yes.
You cook a microwave meal for your family.
You don't like light up a cigar, sit in like your library that you have at home, the big book stacked behind you, and read some Dostoevsky.
They're not adults.
Really?
No, they're
That's
children. They're going, I need entertainment. I need like fun.
I need to think and I need to be challenged mentally. You don't have the
They
idea
need to be mentally challenged.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
I don't think it's. I'm not saying it's bad for you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's not the reality. People don't have time to be doing that.
100, and I that's why I think you could probably have like a split. You have people that are killing it at life. I think if you're murdering it, you're like, yep, bam, that's done. Wife's taken care of. Kids are asleep. Job's done. I've watched a bit of sport. Let's go out and like watch a good movie or something like that. Because I have time, I'm nailing everything else. Why not like expand my mind a little bit?
Yeah,
go watch like a challenging play. Go listen to like a little bit of Kendrick Lamar.
It's doing like an ice bath and like a sauna.
100%. Yeah, it's doing the. It's
Do you
doing
know
the
who's
extra
doing
stuff.
that?
Yeah,
Losers. It's literally people that are like, hey, I need to add something to my life right now.
yeah.
Because-
Are they losers? People that are doing ice baths? People that have like a plethora of like hobbies?
Yes. And I will tell you why.
No, because I really like the angle because I think you literally have a split. You have like these intellectuals that like get into video games because like I've been working as a professor or something like that. I need to do something very mindless. I'm gonna get home. I have 3 hours. I'm gonna play an hour of video games and then I'm gonna watch like Friends and then I'm going to make some food and go to sleep.
Playing video games is a very adult thing to do.
I don't know. It's an interesting one. I really like it because I know when I was young, I was obsessed with video games. Absolutely obsessed. I had the dexterity in my fingers.
Yeah.
I had like the quick eyes. I was really into it. And I think I'm old. I can't keep up. My fingers don't move the same. I'm not interested in this.
You did say
thing.
that you could never get back into it like you were.
Yeah, because I was so good as a kid because I think I just was like, I was switched on. I wonder if kids are just meant to be better at video games. And I think I didn't really understand heady music. I didn't understand Kendrick Lamar until I got, I think, older.
I think I only understood it then.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's harder to understand as you get older because you're more based. It's the idea of becoming like a Republican when you get older.
Right.
Children are like liberal. They're like, hey, yeah, we should hear every idea. And then you get to a point where you realize, like, no, I'm busy. Don't get me wrong. I would love to like help people where I can.
Yeah.
But I also, you know.
Have you like reappreciated? Like, have you come across something you enjoyed, let's say when you were in like your mid-teens recently and being like, wow, I appreciate this so much more than I did back then.
Yeah, but maybe it's
because
a feeling.
I'm older.
You don't even need to tap into that feeling, really. It doesn't need to really be tapped into.
You don't need to be able to like question.
It's a luxury.
Yeah, I think it's literally a luxury.
Adults should not have luxuries.
I think adults that are nailing it, I think you should, like as a well-rounded individual, you should be able to enjoy and appreciate like luxuries. You should be able to test your mind. You should have everything else under control to the point where I'm going to do this thing right now. I'm going to have my ice bath, or I'm going to like listen to some Kendrick Lamar now. Because in all honesty, I've been trying to do that. I've literally been trying to read like audiobooks at like the first quarter of my workouts at the gym to be like, I'm just going to take advantage of this time.
Here's the other thing. You shouldn't do things to improve your life. You shouldn't. You should just literally, you have your chance to improve your life up until you're probably 23, 24. You've finished uni.
Yeah.
And then that's you building the box car.
Yeah.
And then you get your first job, and that's you pushing the box car down the hill.
Yeah.
And then you're just on a straight course.
You just got to switch off until you're probably like 65 and be like, whoa, who am I?
Yeah, and then you get to 65, and you're like, I wasted it all.
I never thought.
Yeah.
What's scary that happens, like I have a lot of friends, and I think a lot of people literally take that path where they do exactly that. It's like, I'm going to find all my interests until the age of 23. Now I've got my job. Those interests, maybe it was like electronic music. I'm going to keep that. I like the artist. I kind of like this. I go to work and I like listening to this. That's it.
But it's essential. And I also want to say this. If you have a friend or anything that's trying not to do that,
yes,
it's your responsibility to your country to kind of beat them into place.
You'd be like, dude, ice baths? What are you talking? Training for a triathlon? What are you talking about?
Yeah, if one of your friends says they're going to the gym, don't message them for a week. Don't respond to any messages. Yeah. And if you do message them, just kind of guilt them and say like, oh, yeah, my life's terrible. I'm at work all the time.
I wish I had that luxury.
Yeah.
That's what you should say. Call up the boss and be like, dude, it's time to go to the gym. I wish I had that luxury. I wish I didn't. we have the same job. Like, I wish I had the time to do that. I'm literally like snowed under with work. I wish I had time. I don't know how you do it. Literally. Because I ain't got time for that. But I like the idea as well of this is becoming more and more popular. The idea of like fat shame. Oh, what is it called? Being fat phobic.
Yeah.
If you go to the gym, and this is literally like a video I saw on TikTok, and it's a bodybuilder talking about it on TikTok.
Yeah.
But the idea, if you're going to the gym, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to feel better.
TikTok.
TikTok. Hell yes. Hell yes. But technically, you're fat phobic. You're literally scared of being fat.
Right.
And I think that's just the truth at the end of the day. If you go into the gym, you're fat phobic. I think we need to probably like reimagine or like kind of like think that term fat phobic.
Yep.
Fat phobia. People who are trying to lose weight are fat phobic.
People that are trying to, yep.
Yeah, you're literally fat phobic. So that's just a thing that exists. And I think you have a lot of these people being like, you're fat phobic, Yep. You're doing that because you're fat phobic. I think people need to start owning that. If you literally are fat phobic, you want to get in shape.
Oh no,
you don't enjoy how you are currently.
No, it's like I don't have anything against poor people.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if you're having, like, peanut butter and toast for dinner. I am better than you.
Yeah, anyone that's going to the gym thinks they're better than fat people.
Anyone that... Yep.
And I think that's a problem.
Yeah, go home.
It's technically a problem, but it's like, hey, either you're going to own it or, like, I think everyone just has to accept. Fat phobia, most people have it.
Yeah.
And I wonder how the future's going to go. Because I think if you just accept that and you'd be like, dude, I'm not fat phobic, literally.
Yeah.
If someone is happy, legitimately happy in their body, they're not fat phobic. But I think most people are fat phobic.
If that is the definition.
Yeah. Like if you're trying, it's the whole Lizzo thing when she was saying that she lost a lot of weight and she's like, I apologize. I've just been like touring a lot.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I've lost this weight. That was her not being fat phobic. She was like, oh, I'm losing weight by accident. I have no problem with my body and my weight. I have no intention to really lose it because I am not fat phobic.
Interesting, yeah.
Like it's literally something that I've just realized that most people are fat phobic. I know you're going on a bit of a diet right now.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, are you a bit fat phobic? Were you looking in the mirror being like, I don't like this?
No.
Really?
No, I liked it.
You liked being kind of what you were before you went on the diet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you weren't fat phobic. Then why did you go on the diet?
Because
It's fat phobic, everyone.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. It's a very
you were
good
literally
point.
scared of being fat.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, I think I'm probably a bit
I don't know
fat
how to play the flute.
I don't think I'm going to be fat phobic when I'm older. I'm actually looking forward to kind of forgetting and like not really trying to work on my body at all. And I'm just going to own.
Does your idea of what is attractive about yourself change over time? Or do you just...
So I think it's like acceptance. I think not being fat phobic is like accepting certain things. It'll be like, I look like this, I have this much food, and there's absolutely no problem with that.
No, because I think the whole thing is like... Because we're talking about with yourself is one thing.
Yeah.
With other people, I don't really have I don't care what people do.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to murder someone, but I'm not going to hold it against someone if they want to murder someone.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to... It's a different thing. It's a different thing for you. It's like, I'm not going to wear... I'm not going to wear a dress, necessarily.
Yeah. But if it was a guy wearing a dress, you're going to have a problem with it.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't.
Transphobic.
No, I wouldn't have a problem with it. That's what we're doing.
That's what
You best believe.
Welcome back to the catch the
Dragon.
catch him out.
I think it's different when it's other people for show.
In terms
I don't care what other people do.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
I just don't want to do it myself. But at the end of the day, like, it just comes from a place of fear.
Yeah, and then if they're cool enough, cream kind of rises to the top.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, I do want to get a mullet.
Yeah.
Or I do want to wear, like, creepers.
Yes. Yeah. But you may have had like an aversion to that in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think people, if you're not attracted to, I'm trying to think about like homophobia. I wonder if there are a lot of people that are homophobic.
Like scared of The Simpsons. That must be the definition, because I don't even know what that word means.
That's actually really good. I like to imagine the idea of the Simpson themes comes on, that someone like literally has to go run and hide. It's like terrified.
Yeah, they're like, turn that shit off.
Bro, that's bro, it's scary. Call back to another podcast.
What were you saying about homophobia though?
I don't even know what I want to do with that area.
Oh, okay. You want to just talk about it on all those blogs that you go on off podcast. We got him.
We got him, folks. But I do like the idea of those silly fears. Like the people that are scared of tomatoes, or the people that are scared of like weird fabrics.
Do those
like
people
that.
actually exist? Or are they just being attention
Are
seekers?
you literally wanting attention?
Yeah.
It's a very easy way to do it. It's the whole idea you were talking about it with the glasses. Like, I actually kind of can see better in these.
Yes.
That is an attention seeker. That is a kid that needs attention put on him. He can't see. It's a bit blurry, but he wants attention right now.
But it's the perfect...
And he's like, oh, you might actually need glasses.
Because
That's
it
what he
works.
wants.
It works.
Yeah.
It works. Like, if someone's on crutches, you can't grab them. You're like, I can actually walk better like this. Like, dang, maybe my leg's broken. Doesn't really work, you know? You can't get someone's retainer and be like, hey, maybe my teeth are crooked. The glasses thing just works, I think. Maybe it just has to be.
Oh, quickly on the crooked thing, I like the idea of someone kidnapping J. Cole and then like putting him like under anesthetic and giving him braces.
Yeah.
What is he going to do? Is he going to get them taken off because he's like, no, I'm in love with my crooked smile. I don't want to fix it.
Yeah, or low-key's like,
it's like,
no, I'm wearing these as a reminder to myself.
But yeah, the idea of, that's the one area where you can get attention.
Doing that, yeah.
It's very, very easy to get attention. You want to get into some topics here?
Yeah, I got one that I did want to get to. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, no, you go first.
Okay, what do we got? I literally just wanted to touch on the City to Surf.
Yep.
It was
City
on
to
over
Surf.
the weekend.
Yeah.
What was it? I like the idea of people walking in the city with the medals.
Yep.
And it's like seeing how long they can kind of wear the medal for. I like the idea of literally like a week later, you're still wearing your medal.
Oh, it's a competition.
No, I think you get a medal for... I honestly don't know what it is. I think maybe if you finish in the first 1,000 or something like that. Or if you complete it. Maybe if you complete it, you get a medal.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, and people walking around the
Everyone was walking around with a medal. And I
it's
just...
like, see this? City to Surf.
Yeah.
Where am I now? I made it all the way back here again. What is it? Is it... So it's a running... Right, it's just a race.
Yes. Because I remember I was up... We're in the city right now, but I was up very late on Saturday night. It was on Sunday, and I heard them singing the national anthem.
Great.
And I was like, I hope that's it. I hope they're not going to like disrupt my sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, the City to Surf is on. I wake up and then I see everyone's walking around with these medals on.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to go up to them and be like, oh, thank you for your service. Well, that would be a really nice little thing to hit them with.
And it's... Yeah. What? It's... We appreciate running? Is that what's going on?
I guess.
We just like running.
If anyone's doing the City to Surf,
Yep.
usually everyone's like, oh, wow. Again, a great way to get attention.
I did hear...
You're doing it for attention.
I did hear some colleagues speaking about it today.
Yeah.
Said they wanted to... They were mad because they wanted to crack the 60.
Ah, nice. Yeah. But what are you guys talking about? Oh, yeah. We did the City to Surf.
Yeah.
They're wanting to... That's basically the only reason they're having that conversation. They're praying that someone overhears them.
I should love that because that's something I would definitely do.
If you did the City to Surf, do you think you'd... How far would you go in terms of talking about it, putting it on your story? Oh, I guess you'd have it on your story in the morning.
Well, I was being fat phobic the other day. I went to the gym.
Yeah.
And I hurt my back a little bit.
Yeah.
And subconsciously when you hurt yourself like that, you're like, yes.
Oh, you can be...
Because now I can kind of like... Because now I can kind of tell people about... And this is just real.
God, this is literally
I'm
real.
sorry. Like, no one's going to ever say anything like this.
Yeah. I love being sick. Sometimes if I feel like a sickness coming on, I'm like, oh, hell yes.
Because you get to tell people?
Yeah, you get to tell everyone. You get to, like, lie in bed.
Yeah.
You get to kind of, like, wallow. And you don't have to do any responsibilities. If you had stuff that you had to do, you start feeling the sickness coming on, you're like,
thank
yes, I don't have to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have to go to work. I don't have to do anything right now.
What else is there like that? I guess it's just a personality type where it's like, oh, I got to get a haircut.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I got to get a haircut.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I guess we all have to get haircuts.
Yeah, just like a little...
Just let me have this.
Yeah. Let me have this one thing.
Yeah.
It's a nice one. Do you think you'd ever do the City to Surf?
Yeah.
You think you'd do it?
I'm not opposed to it.
Really? Would you do it for attention or...
I don't think there's any meat on this bone.
I don't think there's any meat on this bone. I kind of knew
no,
that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What else we got? Kylie Minogue sold out Vegas show.
I don't even know what that is.
All right, here's one. So I found...
Let's hear. What do you got? What's
good news. This is new news. The coral reef is now listed as no longer in danger, which is great news because I'll finally be able to get to sleep at night. This is good. It's a tourist attraction, so we're bringing people in, which is really good.
How about the coral reefer?
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, the coral reef is no longer in danger. It's been endangered for years and years. And I feel like more people should be talking about this because we're always freaking out that the world's...
Do you know who else is endangered? Black men from the police.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Whoa, this guy listens to Kendrick. Everyone's always like global warming.
Yeah.
The world's going to shit. We're never going to repair anything. The coral reef, I remember like even probably when we were like young, it was like there was stories on the news even then, and it's being like the coral reef is going to die in 5 years. It's never going to repair itself.
They sounded like the Mayans a little bit.
Yeah.
These scientists.
Yeah.
These nut jobs.
And then all of a sudden, apparently it's It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine now.
And no one's even really
Calling out. No one's calling out these scientists, these quacks.
These quacks that got the whole thing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think these quacks, we need to start questioning the quacks. I don't think global warming's a thing. I literally don't even think it's a problem at all.
If we fix the coral reef,
Yeah.
maybe me and my wife can get back together. No, yeah, if you fix the coral reef, like...
You could literally do that as a really good text. To send, like, again, send your ex-girlfriend that article and be like, hey, maybe we can fix things.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we're next.
Yeah, but there's just wildlife back there. The coral is back alive. It's beautiful. It's colorful.
Yeah.
It's good to go. They just did it. So it's like... And then they say it's like, oh, no, we're literally about to perish. The ozone layer is, like, cooked.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't we... Let's just fix it.
So this stuff kind of can be done. Is that what it is? If we all really work hard, maybe
here's the thing.
Yeah,
we don't even have to work hard.
Right.
Do you know one person that's done a single thing for the coral reef?
I assume.
Do you know one person?
I guess recycling.
Recycling isn't a guy.
I recycle sometimes.
I recycle all the time.
So technically, are we? Is recycling responsible for fixing the coral reef?
Maybe it's part of it.
Do we really need it? Is it really that good?
The coral reef?
Yeah.
I've never been
Is it
there
worth recycling? I've never thought about going there at all.
Maybe the tour. Yeah.
Like, is it? I'd rather just put everything. I'd rather not recycle.
Maybe the quacks were just lying the whole time to like try and get some attention. Like, it's dying.
Yeah.
This is like 10 years ago, and then just no one paid any attention. And we go back to the quacks and we're like, what's happening? And they're like, whatever, it's fine. It's no longer in danger. Like, what's next? We just find out like the Tasmanian tiger just is still around. Yeah, nothing ever bad. You talk to someone from Tasmania and they're like, dude, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I do think when it comes to those things, I'm sick of these paper spoons. We got to stop that.
More like coral queef because something smells fishy. It smells fishy here.
Hell yes. But yeah, we got to do something about these spoons, these forks.
What forks?
The paper forks going on.
Oh, you don't
everywhere.
like them?
We got to stop that.
Going everywhere?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Everyone's using them.
You know what?
Can't get ice cream. I can't get like cutlery takeaway without using these paper forks.
You don't like the paper forks?
I'm sick of them. We need to go back to plastic.
I like them because I chew on them at the end. If I chew on the plastic ones, it'll spike me in the gum.
Oh, they will give you a bit of a spiker, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a little spike Rooney. I like chewing on them. I think it's a good vibe. I understand people have like a serious aversion to them.
Yeah. They get on my nerves.
I think, I'm not saying you, but I think most people are just doing it for attention.
Saying they don't like it.
Yeah.
I think the fact that the coral reef's fine, we get like let's say, how about we achieve something? It's like a cheat day.
Yeah.
We get like 2 months where we can use like plastic spoons everywhere. Yeah. Like you go to Messina's, I went to go back to plastic. We beat the coral reef's all good. We're going back to plastic for 2 months. How about that? They should basically, if everyone's doing like a good job, you get like a month of being bad.
Yeah.
You don't have to drive your Tesla. You can drive like a muscle car. You don't have to recycle for a month.
Yeah.
I think that's just going to be a lot easier.
The other thing, I don't know if we've spoken about this, but like, where are all the condoms? I remember when I was a kid, there were condoms on the ground everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
People are just having kids. I don't think people are going to Pound Town.
Yeah.
That's what everyone keeps on saying. Like, no one's going to Pound Town. We've become, like, if you go to any sort of these, like, male, what is it, like the Manosphere podcasts, that seems to be the biggest topic, is men aren't getting any punani anymore.
Do they want it?
Yeah.
They're just not getting it.
They really want it, they're just not getting it. So I think that's the reason. I think people back in the day were getting a little punani, and now it's just not happening anymore. So there's no need to even have condoms.
So the kids are falling apart at the seams, but at least the coral reef's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was like the correlation, like condoms were the big reason why. Imagine that. It's like, yeah, we got to stop. We got to do this for the coral reef. We got to stop having sex.
Yeah. Maybe that's actually it, because then people are jerking off into tissues, putting them in their toilet, flushing it, and then their seed is going and like sprinkling on the coral.
True. And again,
we're onto you, quacks.
Yeah, That might be the answer. What if that was literally an angle of like, hey, we got to stop having sex. We got to fix the world.
Yeah.
That might be the next step. Because what happens as soon as you stop having sex, you're going to stop, like, maybe going out to restaurants. You're going to stop, like, driving places.
Yeah, you're just going to be sitting at home listening to Kendrick. You know who doesn't want an ice bath?
Yeah.
Someone that just got punani.
Oh,
You know what they want to do?
yeah.
Nothing.
Some Drake, some Friends maybe.
Yeah.
Something mindless.
Yeah.
Some guy who hasn't busted in 60 days.
Needs to listen to Kendrick.
Put on damn now. Now. I'm hopping in this ice bath while I listen to it. Just going.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's thinking about the lyrics to get his mind off this ice bath that he's in.
Yeah.
So that's the
And he's in
only-
the ice bath to get his mind off the fact that he's
got blue balls.
not in a nice ass. I was trying to like do a little flip around. Something like that.
I like it. That's the truth. Yeah. I think that might be the answer.
Yep.
If we stopped getting punani, that literally talking about that character.
Yes.
That character that is an adult. I think when you're an adult, you start having sex. And as soon as you start having sex, you forget about video games, you forget about all that sort of stuff, and that's all you care about. It's like, I want to get a good job so I can go to Pound Town again.
Yeah.
I need to get a nice car so women are going to look at me when I'm driving by.
Right.
I need to have a nice job so I can kind of wear a suit and like go to my local coffee shop and talk to like the Spanish barista. He's like,
Kendrick's
"Oh,
not talking about ladies.
No, he's asexual.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Literally any lyricist.
Yeah. He hasn't talked about one woman. He's not having sex in any of his songs.
Yeah. Oh no, these walls he's talking about sex, but in a really weird kind of way.
He's breaking apart the idea of sex. He's not talking about like, I hit it like blam.
Which is all you want.
That's all you want.
Yeah.
What is
My ex-girl standing with my next girl, standing with the girl that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Drizzy Drake.
That's what people who are going to Pound Town want to hear.
Maybe being smart is literally a reaction to...
Not getting women.
Yes.
Imagine you're just listening to Drake, like, and you just start filling up a little bit.
This might actually take it full circle, because
Yeah.
you know who's smart?
Yeah.
Quacks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Actually, I'm pretty sure quacks are doctors. I think we've been using
quacks are the same idea.
Yeah, same idea.
We're using.
Sorry,
the term
guys, we're
quacks
not that
for
smart.
scientists.
We have sex. Not with each other. Not with each other, though.
Yeah.
So the idea is the quacks are trying to get people to stop having sex.
Yes. So it's more for them. More for me.
Yeah.
Them more for me.
So it does relate somehow. I don't know. Maybe one of these brainiacs in the comments can work it out.
They can figure out what we're trying to get at here.
Yeah.
But it's literally the truth. As soon as you start engaging in sexual intercourse, you are no longer a child. Childish activities don't appeal to you anymore.
Yeah.
You literally just want to relax and chase tail.
Yeah, because I think actually there's a big argument that like when you have sex,
Yeah.
and you're giving your essence,
Yes.
you're giving
Giving your essence to someone.
to someone.
Yeah.
But there has to be something to be said for like we are like, I don't know what the word is, but like we absorb things through our skin, right?
Yes.
We're absorbing stuff through our penis, even though it's not going in a hole.
True. So
We're
there's
still
stuff going,
absorbing
chlamydia.
this woman, this
I don't even know
womanly
that's
energy,
women-
right?
Yes.
And then that goes into our brain and gives us essentially lady brain, which
Ooh.
makes us calm and kind of
Dang. What happens if you're having sex with women?
yeah.
You become feminine.
Yes.
I don't think Jason Statham's ever had sex with a woman.
I don't
The
think-
Rock definitely hasn't.
Sex is not very sexy.
Yeah.
And it's not very masculine.
He's not very masculine at all.
It's kind of a lady
Imagine-
thing to do. Oh yeah, I want to lay around in the sheets. Who wants to lay around in sheets? Men should hate sheets. Men should like
You should, be
cars.
out, you should be out getting money or like on a yacht. You should be out literally like at the gym working on your body in an ice
I don't
bath
even think
listening
so.
to
I
Kendrick
think
Lamar.
you should be like getting a car and kind of restoring it in your garage and drinking a beer and having a cigarette and listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean, yeah, and then you go to bed and you go, shit. Because you don't even want to be in the you don't even like sleeping. Men shouldn't like
You
sleeping.
shouldn't want to sleep. It's a feminine thing. Imagine be like, oh, anyway, I'm going to close my little eyes now.
I'm going to curl up and get comfortable.
Men shouldn't be getting comfortable. Men should be probably like maybe sitting on like a hard surface with one eye open.
Yeah.
It's like Major Pain thing. I don't know if you watched that movie Major Pain.
No, I haven't.
But he didn't sleep. It was like this was like a comedy movie, but Damon Wayans didn't sleep. That was one of his crazy things. He would snore, but he would never sleep. He was always awake. And I think a kid tried to steal something from him, and he literally just like grabbed him. You should always be ready as a man.
Men should, they should sleep standing up.
Yeah.
Out the front of their house on their porch, holding a shotgun.
Imagine that. Imagine you're like a kid, like a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
You're like, dang, I've got like an alpha.
Mm.
My dad's an alpha.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to think. Imagine you're like an 8-year-old boy. You hear like, me, coming from upstairs.
Yeah,
you know,
you'd lose all respect for your dad.
Imagine like having to shake your dad to wake up. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
You want to go up to your dad and be like, why aren't you in bed?
Yeah, it's literally like, Dad, I don't want to do my chores.
Yeah.
It's like, you think I want to do chores? And it's like, Dad, I don't want to get a job.
Yeah.
It's like, you think I want to have a job?
Yeah.
Dad, I don't want to go to sleep. Does that work?
Wait a second. I think it works. Let's go.
Dad, I don't want to go to sleep. And Dad says, you think I want to go to sleep? Oh, dang.
Kind of worked.
Something.
Yeah, there's something good there.
But having sex is definitely a feminine thing to do.
Yes. A very feminine thing.
I'm so masculine.
Yes.
There we go. Back to back. That's good. That's a good feeling.
No, but it's the truth. It's literally the truth. We got to stop that. We really need to stop that. Men need to stop chasing women.
Men need to. What do they do? No, but I also think you should probably have sex.
No, you can't. It's a crazy thing to do.
Yeah.
You're vulnerable.
Right.
You've always got to be ready.
Actually, yeah.
You've always got to be. It's like a dog urinating or dropping a doo-doo. It hates it because it's at its most vulnerable right now.
You shouldn't be in a position where someone could...
100%.
You should be...
You've always got to be ready.
You should be... What? But you're not sleeping, so you're not going to like bust a nut during your sleep.
No, you're not going to have wet dreams. Literally, you're awake.
Wet dreams. But you're going to get like sick. So you need to bust somehow.
No, what happens? You're not going to get sick because you're going to be arrested. You don't need a bust. That's for women. If you want to relax and like sit around and listen to Drake, then you go busting.
Yeah.
You want to be like on edge. If you haven't busted, you're really on edge. You're literally thinking about your whereabouts.
Yeah.
Because your body is like, hey, dude, you're meant to be releasing this seed. Why aren't you? You got to find a partner right now. And you use that energy to find a partner to get better.
Yeah.
And like literally be ready to defend yourself against your enemies. If you don't have enemies, you're not a man.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't have any enemies. I feel quite feminine that I know of. I need to start developing some enemies. I think in order to be like an actual man, you need to have some enemies.
But what does an enemy kind of look like? Like, this is like a mutual vendetta.
It's a dude that wants to kill you. And you got to want to kill a few dudes.
Yeah.
That's just your state of being. It's like, I probably got to kill this dude soon. That's the ultimate like male thing.
Wouldn't it suck if you had an enemy and they didn't consider you an enemy?
Yeah, like I really hate
like
Steve.
you're not even a threat. You've probably had sex this week.
If you've literally got people out there, other men that want to murder you, do you think you're going to be having the luxury of having sex? That's the one time that you know they're going to kill you. Literally.
Yeah.
What are you going to be like? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's such a feminine action.
Having
sex. You get lost in the moment. Even at all. You're trying to do something. You just got to be ready on your porch with a gun.
Because you know what... you know what a lot of people do when they have sex?
Yeah.
They kiss.
They do kiss. That's crazy.
Kissing
A man
doesn't kiss.
Imagine a man going like,
You know what a man does? They give you a firm handshake.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid.
This is literally maybe the answer. You should only do it when absolutely necessary.
Having sex.
Yeah.
There's never a time you need to ever have sex. When? Possibly.
Children. You got to have children.
Oh, you do have to have children. I think you should maybe jerk off and artificially inseminate. Have literally jerk off with a gun in your other hand. And then
So like normal. You got to jerk off like normal.
You should jerk off, have a gun in one hand, and then like have your essence, have your seed go over like a plate, and then give it to someone to be like, put that in her.
Yeah.
We're having a son.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yes.
Because you're not having sex. It's just not happening. You're inside a woman. That's when your enemies get you the most.
Yeah.
You can't be anywhere near your wife. She needs to be protected in like another room because that's also who your enemies are going after. It's like they can't get to you. They're going to get to my wife. Yeah. You should have your wife and kids locked away in like some secure like home.
And also, this is like a Batman thing. Like if you get too close to them.
Yes.
So it's probably best you don't love them.
100%. Because in all honesty, your enemies are pretty good. They're probably going to kill your wife at some point. Yeah. They're probably going to kill one of your kids.
And if your enemies are not equipped to kill your wife, they're probably not a very powerful enemy.
I would have, because
I want the most powerful enemies.
Because that means you're a powerful man. If you have enemies that have probably killed one of your kids, you're probably on your third wife. Imagine how much of an alpha you are. You're still alive. They've killed 2 of my wives, 3 of my kids. I'm a badass. I'm a real badass.
That's kind of the equilibrium, isn't it? Like you almost want them to have done that.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Yeah. It's like a sign of like pride. As soon as your first wife has been murdered, you're like, okay, well, I guess I must be doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm on the right path.
Yeah, and then your wife.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
I mean, not ideal.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to also you admire your enemy.
No, this is like, what you should be doing.
You bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you want to say. You bastard. You got me. You got my queen.
Yeah.
Luckily, I can get a new one because I wasn't emotionally attached because I'm an alpha. But you got my queen, you bastard. I'm coming after you, and I'm going to come after your wife or kids or anyone.
Yeah. It is crazy that like Andrew Tate and that is saying all this stuff.
Yeah. He's obsessed with women too much. He's not thinking about... Do you know what? Let's just put this out here. Andrew Tate doesn't have serious enemies.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
He doesn't have serious enemies.
I suppose he doesn't. Like he's got what? Like Russian prisons. Which isn't that serious of an enemy.
Has he had any wives killed? Maybe. He does talk about how he has people that want to kill him, which is a really good sign of like an alpha. But he's talking about women and... but maybe not too much. Actually, no, he's probably close to being a pretty alpha dude. He might be the most alpha man in existence.
Think about like literally us just walking around and we have no need to look over our shoulder.
Yes. Such a feminine thing.
And I wish that it wasn't that way, but it is.
Yeah. Honestly, I go outside and I'm pretty relaxed.
I feel safe.
I'm pretty relaxed.
That shouldn't be the case. We should go outside and literally...
Yeah.
We shouldn't even go outside, probably.
Have you seen Lil Durk?
No. Yeah.
That's how he looks.
He got them thangs on him.
He's got them thangs on him. If your eyes aren't like... you can completely see your eyeball.
Yeah.
There's not enough going on in your life.
What's up with Dirk?
He's got enemies. He's got so many people that want to... People around him are getting killed.
Yes.
You have to be looking like Little Dirk. That's how you also know you're around like an alpha male. If a dude looks at you like this and doesn't really blink... Have you been around like personal trainers? A really good personal trainer doesn't blink.
Right.
I don't know why, and I think I'm slowly starting to wrap my head around it as I get older.
Yeah, what's the reason?
But I think they're alphas.
Yeah.
I think it's an alpha sign. Blinking and stuff like that is like milliseconds that your enemy could literally take you out.
It's like Sleep Junior.
Yeah, it's literally Sleep Junior.
And yeah, it's like feminism for children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm trying to think about like
It's for little girls.
Yeah, blinking.
Blinking's for little
Blinking
girls.
is for little girls. Men should be keeping their eyes open and be on the lookout. I remember I had a friend who was from like America, and we went out like walking or something after like clubbing, and he would literally like he would do this all the time.
Yes.
And I think I said, what is it? You looking for something? He's like, oh, this is just like a bad habit I got into.
Yeah.
Because like where I grew up, you have to kind of be on the lookout all the time.
Tourette's is masculine. It literally is. It's like, you know, I get to kind of make the rules.
We've been having Tourette's just be like, oh, he's killed my wife. Sorry, I'm just having flashbacks. Completely awake.
I got a ad on Facebook, I guess, the other day
For penis enlargement.
for I've got the ad here. I screenshotted it.
Yeah.
It was for, where is this bad boy? I thought it was very strange. I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
It was an ad.
A vagina.
Sorry for the dead air. Let me literally find this.
I'm getting you. I'm literally doing laps around you right now with these ones. Facebook ads can be very terrifying, though. Can be some very, very terrifying stuff.
Right.
It's a good sign to know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing.
Yes.
It's like sometimes you get an ad and it's like, dang, I got to cut that thing out.
So
they're on to me.
It's an ad for donating sperm for IVF Australia.
Yeah.
Right now, you could be carrying something vital for a family in need. Your sperm donation can change lives. Learn more today. And I found that, like, reading that, I was like, that's very noble. Like, I've never thought about it like that.
Donating your sperm.
Donating your spunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. You want me to come in and do what? You want me to come and do what? I'll pay you to be able to do that.
Come in there.
What, you just want me to spaff all over this jar?
How about I come in there, I enrich your family's life by spaffing in a jar.
Hey, mate. Hey, little fella. You're me. You're my spunk.
I'm going to make someone's dreams come true by opening a magazine in this filthy hall. Walking into a room and spaffing in a cup.
It's all right, love. I'm all right. You know, it's all right to get a little bit loud with it. What about just like moaning in like one of those centres? Just screaming in pleasure.
Yeah.
Right, sorry, love. I just got it's a good flicks you got on this screen.
You know what they should do? You should have to meet whoever's sperm you are using.
Yeah.
They should have to meet your husband.
Right.
Your husband should have to meet the guy whose sperm it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
mate.
think it's important.
We all know whose son that really is.
Or take him. I just want to take him out to the park once.
Not going to love him, but he was made with my spaff.
That's a problem. That happens a lot as well.
What?
The donators being like, you know what, I actually want that kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Ain't going to be no good to him neither.
I ain't the best daddy, but I just want my boy back.
You know what? I'll take your wife too. Y'all 2 for 1 deal.
But they'll straight up like stalk and stuff like that.
What?
No,
but you don't know, do you?
I think they try. I think that probably got implemented. Was it because of all the stalkers? But I think usually there are ways if you're a freak to find out who it is, or like imagine just coming across your child in the wild or something like that.
Yeah.
But that bloke looks just like me. So that's probably my son.
What? And you would never know.
You would never know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a creepy thing. But I do like the idea of what is it, like a Channel 10 like 15 years ago, like Hamish or Andy or something like that, going to like a sperm donation centre and just like a funny segment on Rove and just recording the whole thing. Then it's literally just, they're not only showing the top of their face and they're just like jerking off. It'd just be the greatest thing on earth.
Yes.
Just like that thing existed. It's like, I can't believe they were actually doing that. You're watching a man jerk off on like national television.
Would you ever do it? Would you ever go and donate your
Spat.
sweet essence?
could I do it? I don't know. I'd probably get a bit too weird. Because then it's the idea, is it your responsibility? What if you've got like your son out there that's half you and he's getting abused? Or he's not being like,
If
he's
he
not
was
in
my
a
son,
manly.
he wouldn't be.
They're going to be...
He'd be locked away.
it'll
He'd be
be-
safe from my enemies.
Yeah, imagine...
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. I got people trying to kill my children and families.
Dang, that's actually really good. I realized how under an alpha Drake is. Having
He
enemies.
likes having sex, though.
He does like having sex.
Oh, this is another thing, actually. I saw on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I realized, like, this is a very creepy thing I did.
Yeah.
But it was like, there was like a photo on Drake's story of like a suitcase full of bras
Ah, okay.
that people had thrown up.
Yeah.
And one of the bras that had an Instagram handle.
Oh.
Actually, it's not that creepy now that I'm saying it.
It's fascinating. Like
It's more losery that I did this than creepy. Because I'm like, what's going on with this?
You're
What
also a
kind of-
dude. Like I'm
like,
fascinated.
I'm like, what kind of woman is throwing their bra on stage for Drake?
Yeah.
And then went to the profile,
Yes.
and it's like however many followers on private.
Nice.
They knew I was coming. And in the bio, it said, "Hi at Champagne Puppy."
Nice.
Isn't that insane?
That is crazy. It's good. It's actually smart because it's like, how about I get something out of this thing?
Yeah, but then imagine he like looks on her Instagram and
Yeah.
the bio is like literally, "Hi,
Yeah.
you. Like I'm dedicating this whole thing to you."
Oh, it's pretty easy to do. Especially you have it open for like a week after the concert.
But even then, just being like Drake is an alpha and he's not going to actually pursue this woman.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
But imagine that, like you open that and you'd be like, hell yeah. Isn't that nuts?
It's nice. Very nice. You've seen the boy. He wants to know where these women are.
Imagine we do Sausage Boys live and someone
Yeah.
throws a bra up.
Yeah. I'll probably smell it.
I probably
about
chuck it out.
smelling?
I would also want to smell it, but if you were going to smell it, I would say, hey man, and I'd grab it and chuck it out the window. I'd say, we don't do that.
While you were smelling that, your enemy literally could have killed you with a sniper rifle. Right there. Right there.
Yeah,
As you were looking down.
The other cool thing about enemies is probably you also have your boys.
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta have your
You
boys.
got to watch your boys, though, because they can be enemies in disguise.
Yeah, that's
You always
true.
got to stare at your boys.
Yeah.
You going good, man?
I'm all good. How about you?
I'm going good, man.
If you're so good, how about you lower them eyelids? What's it go with Lil Durk? I don't know that much about him.
Yeah, Lil Durk is like a real dude.
Don't respond to shit with Vaughn. You know that song?
Oh, no, I don't know that.
That's so good.
That's great.
It's
So
so
that
good.
sounds really good.
So what? Yeah, what's going on with him? Is he doing stuff?
Yeah, he's active.
He's doing things.
The boy Dirk's been very active in the game.
Hmm.
Very active. That's why he's got his eyes like that, because he's
Yeah.
seen a lot of things. He's done a lot of things.
He looks like he's not a hard dude.
But that's always the best. If you look at King Von, he's soft spoken. He's like,
Right.
Yeah, man, how you going? I can't even do his voice.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
And that's his buddy.
Yeah, that's his buddy. I love watching King Von interviews
Yeah.
because he literally talks as yeah, no, man, it was pretty nice. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of how it is. He's got a really soft voice, but
Yeah.
he's got I think he's got 10 bodies. I think he's killed over 10 people. Something nuts. Something cool about that, being really soft spoken and being like a murderer.
Mm.
Because you assume a murderer is probably going to sound pretty loud.
Yeah.
Imagine just overhearing a conversation. It'd be a funny bit to do as well in a restaurant. Just talk about killing someone. Like, dude, I killed her, and they still haven't gotten me. But
It's a very full on. Well, okay. So the difference, I suppose, is if you hear about there's a drive by or something like that.
yes,
It's like nothing. You wouldn't even know the consequences until you knew.
yeah,
Someone died 3 days later in hospital or something like that.
yes,
That it kind of makes sense. It's like a video game or something. Whereas a true murderer, no one pictures that as a murderer.
of course, yeah, not at all.
It's almost homicide.
Oh,
You
yeah,
didn't,
yeah.
didn't even mean to really do that. was just trying to make a statement.
Yeah, we're just involved. We got our enemies. We got this stuff.
Yeah.
A murderer is that's another monster. That's a different level. He doesn't even have enemies. He's just out there for the love of the game.
It's so funny. I was going to say someone like Phantom of the Opera. I've never even seen Phantom of the
I haven't
Opera.
seen Phantom of the Opera.
I don't know what their deal is. He wears a mask and lives in an opera theater.
House. Yeah.
That's pretty masculine. He wears a mask so no one knows what's under there, and he just hides.
What does he do? He hides like at the top. I always assume he's like at the top area.
And he wears a cape, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he sings. So. Well, actually, that might be.
It's pretty feminine.
Singing is pretty feminine. If he was rapping.
That'd be pretty cool.
If he was rapping
that'd be pretty cool. But I don't even know. Rapping again is like pretty feminine. Like you trying to make music? What are you, some sort of artist? Mm-hmm. I don't have time to make art. I'm literally out here trying to get active. I've got people that want to kill me. Do you think I have time to make songs?
Yeah.
Literally. I wish I had that luxury. I wish I could be like you.
Do you know what? Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, I do have two topics I do want to get into.
Yeah, please.
Before we wrap up. That plane lady.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of that funny plane lady that was like apparently screaming at no one?
Yeah.
That went viral?
Yeah, that motherfucker's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently she's come out and apologized.
For what?
For making a scene like that.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I don't know why she would need to apologize.
I guess everyone's talking about I don't even know what the situation was. I don't know if she saw something or something like that.
I have no idea. The whole thing's pretty freaky. It doesn't feel real.
But also what's happened now, people are like, oh yeah, I don't know, but some people have done like analysis of the video that her apology video, and her in the video where she's screaming at no one and the apology video don't add up. And people are starting to think she's not real. People think she's an AI human glitching out. That's the
Eyes?
Yeah.
I'm literally. That made my eyes water. That's the scariest thing I've ever heard.
It's pretty creepy.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I got teary eyes. Maybe that's just from keeping them open so much.
Yeah, the real masculine men cry.
That's terrifying.
It is pretty terrifying. It's very terrifying.
What do you mean don't add up? Could one of them just be a face filter? Could the apology just be a face filter or something?
Potentially, or she's done something, but someone weirdly just went into it and did like the matchups, and it's apparently not the same person, which is creepy.
You know what's going on like with the Britney Spears thing as well?
What's happening with that?
So
Got a stripper pole in her house. I saw that on Twitter.
Well, there are all these videos being posted where like it looks like a very good face filter.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's about it. It's like, this is literally, I'm like, I don't know why it's still a crazy person though. But people think she's still like under a conservatorship or something like that. And they've got like other people making these funny videos. Her body looks different, things like that.
So it's a different person. It's not actually Britney Spears.
That's the conspiracy, yeah.
Brit Speezy.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Why would they want someone to act so wacky?
That was my...
Yeah.
That's what I'm confused about. This one, though, is kind of a step above that in terms of...
So I guess, why did everyone pay so much attention to it? It's a strange thing to do. I don't know if it was ever like... I think there were a lot of clout chasers that were like, she was actually having an argument with me. Just some dude on the plane said that, and it turned out he literally wasn't even on that flight. Yeah. There were like 3 different people that said, I was that person.
What a freaky thing. Did you watch the apology video?
No.
I wonder if she seemed together in that, because on the plane, when everyone turns around, there's no one there.
Yeah.
It seems...
I guess someone with like psychosis potentially.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so if you watch the apology video, I'm wondering how together they seem.
Yes.
Because if they're fairly together, and it's like, oh no, I'm sorry for doing that. That was like out of...
Yeah.
I was all right. Like from the jump, the thing has been confusing.
Very confusing. She'd be like, I'm sorry. I thought it was one of my enemies. I was just trying to be extra careful.
Yeah.
That's also a pretty masculine thing to do. screaming at no one, but it does give you the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
It gives me the willies. I've never heard of that kind of angle of like a spooky thing before.
Yeah, like a fake person is creepy. That's going to exist more and more, especially as AI gets like more and more powerful. We're going to have like test people going out into the public. And let's just say they're going to be probably a lot more real than a lot of these NPCs that exist.
I thought you meant like a doctored video or something like that. Like this is a doctored video, but you're saying it's literally a...
Oh, yeah, like an actual...
You're saying that this is a cyborg.
Which I don't even know.
Or an android.
Maybe both?
Yeah.
That's a nice angle as well. I think it can get spooky no matter which way you want to look at it. Because the idea that there's something a bit wrong with the whole scenario. It's not as it seems.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
a lot spookier than everyone thinks.
Ooh, I don't like this story.
I know, I'm getting there.
I am keen to look into it further.
Yeah, I'm keen to look into that as well.
What else is going on?
And then the last one was the Mark Zuckerberg,
Yep.
Elon Musk fight at the Colosseum in Rome.
Oh yeah,
That's going to be nuts.
it's happening.
They're potentially trying to like sort it out.
There's no way this is gonna happen.
The coolest, again, you talk about the two richest men on earth.
Elon doesn't have hands.
He probably got decent. He's a big boy, and that's the whole thing. It's like the Zuck truck. He's been practicing. He's kind of like scrappy. Elon's a bigger.
Yeah.
He's got the brute force.
Yep.
Doing it at the Colosseum. Apparently, it'll be, I think, since the 1600s was the last time they had like an event held there.
Oh wow.
Be the sickest thing in the world. And again, the only two people that could do it, the two richest men on earth, put a few bill in it.
Yeah.
Put a few bill towards.
Oh, it's gonna be the
thing.
biggest fight of all time.
Yeah.
Literally of all time.
Literally of all time. It will like trump everything else. Probably the biggest fight of all time. I don't think there's been a time where you've had like two crazy billionaires that just kind of are just playing with the idea of reality and what to do when their influences come from all over the shop.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else could even be on the card that would contend with that.
Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Barack Obama versus... I don't even know. Who do you want to see Obama? Obama versus Donald Trump could be a pretty good fight.
Oh, wow.
That'd be a really nice fight.
Kick your ass, Obama.
No, you're not. Donald. I'm going to... I wish Riv was here. He'd do a really good Obama. But yeah, Obama versus Trump. Who could literally outsell them? Who's someone... I guess Kanye West. Who's even famous anymore?
Yeah.
Literally, are there any more famous people? Or are they just the most famous people on Earth? Maybe Bad Bunny's the most famous person in existence.
Yeah.
Or they say Messi. It's all these weird people. It doesn't even make sense. Popularity and fame doesn't make sense anymore. People don't understand it.
That's the thing.
America's dying.
Yeah, and they need these two autistic billionaires to...
Give them attention. Yeah, because it's not working. Like, Messi's the most famous person on Instagram. Cristiano Ronaldo, again, like, all these people are just music. It comes from everywhere now.
You literally need, as in the undercard, like, maybe like Lil Durk and King Von, like, doing a drive-by or something.
Andrew Tate would be a really good fight. But then I think his 15 minutes are coming to an end, sadly. It's really, really sad to see. But he's just losing relevance.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I don't really care about him anymore.
No one really cares about anything.
Like, it's very... But then again, you can get really caught up in, like, very obscure things. Like,
Yes.
you have your thing that you like.
It's great.
And then it's everything to you. Everyone's got their thing nowadays. Back in the days, everyone, like, loved Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Nicole Kidman. There were only, like, 12 people that were famous.
Mm-hmm.
Literally 12 people. You had to pick
Yeah.
your 12. It's like, yeah, I'm like a Will Ferrell guy. I really like him.
Yeah.
And another kid was like, I really like Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
And be like, who else is there? It's like, oh, there's probably like 6 others. But there were literally 12 famous people.
Yeah.
And now there are tens of thousands. And you could be like, I like this very specific niche thing. I like these 2 podcasters from like Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
They're my favorite people on earth.
Yeah, it's the niche thing. I think like Spotify and everything has really opened that up. Like back in the day, it was like there are 2 records you can listen to. You can listen to the Beatles or the Rolling Stones.
100%.
Literally, if you ask anyone from like those days or from England or whatever, it's like,
Yeah.
do you like the Beatles? And it's like, I'm more of a Stones guy.
Yeah.
That's what they'll all say because
course.
it's got to be one or the other.
Yeah, there weren't like a million different options. You'd be like, who's the best band? It's like there's band you've probably never heard of, but they're like from Sweden and they're the best ever.
And then there was kind of the period where it's like Kendrick or Drake.
Yeah.
And then this is where it started to open up because it's like, oh no, I actually like J. Cole because I can't really decide if I like Kendrick or Drake.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to go with J. Cole because it's worst of both worlds, kind of. I'm joking. I don't know.
It's good. But also what happens with that is like that becomes a niche thing in itself. And it's like, okay, well, that's all we're going to have. No one else can kind of enter that conversation.
Yeah.
Everyone else is a bit different. So it becomes like a different conversation if you want to throw someone else in.
Now it's crazy. I was literally thinking about it. Like, I can go every day, I can listen to a new album.
Yeah.
It's like a different genre, a different sub-genre.
Yeah. I do that now. I do that in the mornings. I listen to like an album I've never heard before.
Yeah.
Usually something heavy in the morning, something light at night.
Yeah.
I try to do that.
Yeah, it's great.
It's the best thing on earth.
Does a real man pray?
No, because he's got to close his eyes. He doesn't have time to pray. He's yeah, because as soon as you put
Like,
your hands
God,
together,
I don't like you and you don't like me. That's a cool thing to
that's
say
the
to God.
coolest. Yeah, I know we got a tough relationship, you and I. But you got to help me on this one.
That's a cool thing to say, or like a
Coolest thing to say.
cowboy.
Yeah.
And they're like out in the desert or something. And like it couldn't get worse, and it starts raining, and they look up at God, and they're like, "You son of a bitch."
You gotta have a bit of a rivalry with God in life.
The only person that ever did was Satan. He's doing pretty good.
He's doing pretty good.
He's doing great.
Satan.
He's very powerful, isn't he?
Is he?
He must be. He's got his own crib.
Oh, he's got hell.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Be the king of hell? Do you know how cool that is? I don't think it gets cooler. Maybe being cool is ungodly.
You got a point. Yeah, because it seems very appealing, hell. Like in a very...
Men should not want to go to heaven. Like, yeah, I want to have cute fairy wings, and I want to like wear a white robe. Do you know how feminine that sounds?
Yeah, you want to go to hell and you want to work. Because the idea is you got to get to work as soon as you get down there.
Yeah.
It's like someone on the grind and be like, hell yeah, rolling their sleeves up. What do I got to do? Like, spin this like big handle round while I get whipped.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
What about the dude that's like too powerful for hell?
Yeah.
Like this guy just loves the grind. Hell for man is heaven.
Hell.
Imagine having to go up to a place with no enemies, no work to do, just to sit on a cloud.
Yeah.
You want to kill yourself, and then you try to kill yourself, you fall onto another cloud.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'm in hell. This is my hell.
This is what, people say like prison is like hell on earth.
Yes.
And what they mean is like, this is where men should be.
You're in a place full of your enemies.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Yeah.
You're trying to kill that next block.
Yeah.
It's like chess.
Yes.
It's like they're in this square.
Yeah.
I'm in this square. I've got these people on my side. You've got, again, people usually get like a prison husband.
Yes.
This is my queen. You can maybe kill my queen.
Yeah.
I might kill your queen, some of your boys. The best way.
Dang, this is chess.
Yes, chess.
You can kill the
Life
queen.
is chess.
You can kill the queen, you can kill the pawns, but the king's just back there. He's just looking around. He doesn't move too. He doesn't even move. He just stands there. He just moves like one step at a time, only after he's forced everyone else to go and die for him. He's the orchestrator.
Yeah, 100%. That's how you should live life, like a game of chess.
And the queen's a busybody just moving around.
Yeah, sometimes she comes back.
Okay, I'm going to go over there then.
Sometimes she comes back.
Yeah.
Get a pawn down the end. It's like new queen. Do you know what I mean? New one. This time I got a Latina broad.
This is getting scary. We're really breaking stuff down.
But your life is a game of chess.
And prison is hell on earth. And that's where men should be.
That's where men should be. You got to have some enemies. You got to have some things that you're ready to do. Imagine waking up in the not even waking up in the morning. Imagine the sun rises and it's like, how am I going to kill
you're
this?
awake all night. Imagine dreaming.
It's like, oh.
I can have a fantasy.
Yeah.
Unless
I'm
you have
not-
nightmares like me. That's actually pretty cool. Sorry,
That's
but
actually a pretty cool thing.
what were you going to say? The sun rises and...
Oh, the sun rises and you're thinking, how am I going to kill this guy? It's the first thing you think. And as soon as you kill your enemy, it's like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Where's the next one?
Yes.
Rick is looking for the next enemy.
Yeah.
He's the problem.
Yeah.
He's like, he kills some person. It's like, okay, on to the next town. We got to find a new group.
He's like, all right, Coral, now we got to go. We got to go over there. We got to go over there, Coral. Coral.
Hey, Coral. Coral.
We got to go over there.
Coral.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Coral? That's the greatest thing on earth.
I'll tell you where it is.
Yeah.
Barrier Reef, baby boy.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
You got any stories to finish us off
we can
with?
do one more and then wrap it.
Yeah.
So it's not a news story, but you know the song that's like all the things you said, all the things you said, running
Yes,
through my
Tattoo.
head, running. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know about that band?
Not too much. Are they lesbians?
So okay, here's the thing.
Russia.
They were in a girl band, a Russian girl band.
Yeah.
Okay. Like teen pop kind of thing.
Yes.
And you know, like how the Sex Pistols were like built? It was like an idea.
Yeah.
So basically for anyone basically for anyone that doesn't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, basically for anyone that doesn't know, the Sex Pistols were like put together by this guy, Malcolm McLaren, who had a vision for a band.
Yes.
And his vision was like, yeah, we need these 4 young renegade kind of dudes to like inspire anger and whatever.
Yeah.
And in Russia, 20 years later or whatever, with Tattoo, they were like, yeah, we need 2 girls. They need to dress as high schoolers.
Yeah.
And they need to be lesbians.
Nice. Nice.
And all their songs have to be like, I feel like I'm going crazy because I'm in love with a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just perfect because I feel like that's like what people want.
They want to hear about 2 girls who are in love with each other.
They want to hear about 2 teenage lesbians.
Yeah. It's hot.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Very hot.
Yeah, all the things he said running through my head.
Yeah.
And there's that part and it's like, Mama looking at me, tell me, what do you see? Have I lost my mind? That's the lyric.
Dang.
Yeah.
The songwriter was based. It was legitimately based.
Yeah, and tattoo
Yeah.
means in Russian, it's stylized to like sound like tattoo, like how we would say it.
Yeah.
Like tattoo.
Yeah.
But the word that it comes from means girl who loves girl.
They're very in your face.
The Russians are going to be all bricked up about this. Come on.
What is that? Is that just came from a love of lesbians in, when were they, early 2000s? Or
I
earlier?
don't know.
Yeah.
But how good is it, like, even think about, like Britney Spears or, like, Miley Cyrus or something.
Yes.
Here, people have done that and done, like, the sneaky, oh, no, they're just, like, this young girl thing.
Yeah.
There's an angle. There's a weird angle that these people put on.
100%.
And then over here, you literally have them being like, no, there's going to be 2 of them and they're going to kiss. It's like, all right, well, I guess it's fine for 2 consenting adults to, like, have a relationship. And it's like, they're going to dress like little girls, too.
Okay, well, that's still good. Like, as long as they're like pro LGBTQ, like they're proud of it all.
Yeah. They're really confused about what they're doing.
I think there's something wrong with what they're doing.
And hell, that makes it a whole lot better.
That's really beautiful. I did not know that they were orchestrated. I'd love to know the Russian man, the creep that came up with that.
Yes.
Just him being like, yeah, dude. Anyone. We all came up with it. I was the first one to just actually just pitch it.
Yeah, yeah. He wasn't original. He was just brave.
I'm pretty sure, in all honesty, I came up with tattoo when I was in year 8.
Yeah.
Like 1,000,000%. I think every year 7 boy came up with tattoo.
Yeah.
It's like, how about like the girls that go to the school next to us?
Yep.
And they kiss each other. And that's the band.
Oh, damn. Damn.
I didn't really get around them that much.
Yeah.
Or like understand what they were until a lot later.
Yeah.
There
you go.
That would have been my dream if I understood.
Yeah.
It's porn music.
It's the greatest thing.
I haven't watched any of their music videos. I think I might
We might do that. We might chuck something on now.
check on a little
But
bit. Of time,
yeah, thanks for listening to the
then.
Sausage Boys, and we'll be back next week. Woo!